Prescription drugs are drugs that a doctor or psychiatrist prescribes. Many of them have side effects that make it dangerous to drive while under their influence. Always check with your pharmacist or check the information sheet for any side effects that would compromise your ability to drive. Non-prescription drugs are available over the counter without a doctor's prescription. This fact may lull one into thinking these drugs are mild enough not to worry about side effects, but nothing could be further from the truth. Check the labels for side effects. Many ordinary over-the-counter medications state that while taking them, you should not drive or operate heavy machinery. The answer to validation question number 40 is C. Depressants, barbiturates, downers, or sedatives, as they are variously called, slow down the central nervous system and in this regard act like alcohol. The result is erratic driving. The driver's coordination and reflexes are out of his or her control. Depressants can cause dizziness and blurred or double vision. Uppers and diet pills, on the other hand, while seeming to make drivers more alert at first, can result in vision problems, concentration difficulties, dizziness, and anxiety. Stimulants, uppers, or amphetamines give a jolt to the central nervous system. They make a driver overly confident, delirious, and aggressive. When the immediate effects wear off, the driver will feel exhausted. Less powerful than drugs like methadone or dexedrine, caffeine and nicotine are included in the category of stimulants. Narcotics, such as heroin and cocaine, are designed to dull pain. They don't stop there, however, as they dull all the senses and motor controls, resulting in an overall depressed and sluggish driver, who may at the same time be experiencing nausea, vomiting, and euphoria. Hallucinogens can completely alter a driver's perception of the environment. Everyone else is driving along a freeway at 55 miles per hour, while the person on LSD is drifting along a beautiful street lined with flowers in full bloom. The effect these drugs have on your ability to drive responsibly and effectively is unquestionable. You become an unsafe driver. Your perception of depth and speed is decreased, meaning you can't tell how far away other vehicles are. Moreover, your coordination greatly declines. Handling the brake, accelerator, steering, and turn signals in coordination with the driving environment becomes almost impossible. Taking more than one drug at the same time can be especially dangerous because each can add to the impact of the other. This is called the synergistic effect. If you mix alcohol with other drugs, the potential side effects become magnified and unpredictable. Don't mix street, prescription, or psychiatric drugs with alcohol. Taking just one drug can reduce your driving ability. Taking several together magnifies the effect of each of the individual drugs, resulting in unpredictable behavior. Despite the need to avoid driving under the influence, many people still do. In an effort to get the attention of violators while they are sober or rational and influence them when they are tempted to drive under the influence, the law is very strict and understandably harsh. The good news from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is that drunk drivers accounted for 18% of fatalities in 1998, down from 28% in 1988. The administrative per se law means the DMV has the power to suspend or revoke your license based on the results of tests taken or your refusal to take such tests. You are not presumed innocent. You have waived the right to presumed innocence. You do not have the right to talk to a lawyer or to have one present before deciding on the test or during the test. No court hearing is required to establish guilt because the tests alone show all the guilt that is needed. Based on the results of the tests or your refusal to take such tests, the DMV will take your license away and serve you with an order of suspension or revocation. The suspension or revocation takes effect in 30 days. You do have the right to request a hearing to challenge the finding, but you must do so within 10 days of your arrest. The issues at the hearing are only the facts related to your arrest or detention and the tests, not whether or not you need a driver's license. The suspension or revocation of your license is independent of any jail, fine, or other criminal penalty imposed in court for the driving under the influence offense. When you receive your driver's license in California, you sign a piece of paper that states the following: I agree to submit to a chemical test of my blood, breath, or urine for the purpose of determining the alcohol or drug content of my blood when testing is required by a peace officer. Therefore, you consent to these tests if you are arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or a combination of both. This testing is a tool the police use to rein in irresponsible people who are driving while under the influence. It provides an impartial method of establishing whether or not someone is guilty of a DUI.